You start your day. I remember coffee, cigar, all this food. You have diarrhea. Now you're done. What's the next thing you indulge in?
Campari Spritz and mushrooms. And then I think we go to lunch. I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings. And I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings. 100%. Cheers.
This episode is brought to you by Saatva. Go to Saatva, SAATVA.com/theshit and get $200 off any mattress of your choice. Whatever you like to sleep on, Saatva has it, and they don't break the bank. You know why? Because you can go to a mattress store and find a high quality mattress and your mouth will drop. Some of these mattresses are the price of a car, and Saatva knows that that's highway robbery. So what they do is they're online only and they sell you a mattress for a fair price, a high quality luxury mattress for a fair price. Why? Because they're online only. They don't have to pay for the overhead of a storefront, of the employees, of their commissions, of all those things. And they pass those savings on to you. So you get a top tier mattress that should be 10 times the price for a very, very fair price. And you can get one of them by going to Saatva, SAATVA.com/theshit. And you get $200 off any mattress of your choice. Happy New Year! And guess who's got prosthetics that work?
Can I tell you, this every now and then I Google myself.
Yeah.
And I typed in my name and it said kidney transplant. Like, people fucking believed it.
Tarantino believed it.
Wait, was he on the podcast? Oh, he was. I thought that was Oliver Stone. Oh, man.
Holy shit.
I'm fucking out of it. I am out of it.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's so good to see you again.
Good to see you, man.
I'm going through old school Bert stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How old school are we talking? September?
Do you remember back in the day when I'd call you and I wouldn't let you talk? Well, it's been do you realize I used to do that to you when we weren't on air? I just call you and then you'd be like, hey man, I gotta go.
Yeah, I do realize that.
I remember one time calling you and the phone had dropped out and I lost your call and I kept talking to you for like fucking 20 minutes and and you weren't even on the phone.
That is a story I believe.
Yeah, I'm back.
So
I had a run of drinking. After I did my special, I was like, I'm going to celebrate. And then I did Whitney's roast last night and I was fucking wasted.
Yeah. What'd you drink?
I don't know.
No?
I actually do not know. I do not know. I know that I was drinking in Mitzi's old office.
And do you fly out tonight or tomorrow?
I fly every day now. And I am working I work from fucking 6 a.m. until the end of the day. Did podcast yesterday, did the roast with Whitney, smoked a joint, and I got way too high. Do you find that marijuana immediately gets you to like, hey man, we're not functioning anymore like a regular human being?
So I mean, I'm more of an edibles guy. I took a couple the other night, and I just felt like my face was melting, and I loved it. I loved it because I got in bed, and I was like, and I knew I wasn't going to have to wake up early the next day. So yeah, I felt like I was in a coma, and that's kind of what I want to feel like every night.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you dream when you're on edibles?
Less. Yeah. Less. I really want to get to that Michael Jackson level though, where I have a doctor giving me anesthesia.
It's amazing how many people, because I remember the first time I went in for surgery and you're like, oh, you're going to love it.
Oh, it's the fucking best.
Everyone loves it. It's the best sleep they've ever had.
I'm looking for surgeries. I want surgery. I want to be put under.
I got to get a colonoscopy.
Oh, they put you under for that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And like you can get one last like ass fucking joke out, and then you like right as they do it, be like, hey, both of you guys don't go in at the same time. Like that.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm going to do prison jokes.
Yeah.
Be like, hey man, come on guys, I'll suck your
That's the way to do it. Can you imagine getting double penetrated in your ass?
Oh, I was thinking in my mouth and ass.
Well, yeah, but what if they were both in your ass?
I think if I went to prison, I'd go full blown.
Double anal?
I'd be like, I just would welcome it. I think it's like taking a charge. It's like once you realize, yeah, and just figure out a way to like it. I'm actually starting to think, like, could you transition? Like I know that it's really complicated. You know, you can't say that homosexuality is a choice or that you're born like that because both sides of the gay camps are upset with either side.
Wait, you can't
say. So, by the way, this is based off of one conversation I had with one drunk gay dude on a plane.
Source, okay.
So I said you're born gay to the guy, and he goes no, and I said what, and he was like no, and he said this is why you can't say that because if you could find a genetic code to finding out people are gay, then you could get rid of gay people altogether. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Okay. I was pretty fucking hammered. And I said, well, so you're saying it's a choice? And he goes, well, no, I think some people are born gay, obviously. And then some people, it's what is it called? Society versus nature versus nurture. And I was like, oh.
This is an insane argument from this guy, though.
But it was an insane conversation about a fucking plane.
Yeah.
And I was like, and by the way, I was loving it. Yeah. I love people who like to take chances in a conversation.
Yeah, sure.
Does not know me at all. Yeah. And of course, I'm like, but yeah, so that was the conversation we had about would they get rid of the gene? If because they were talking about genetic cleansing is happening in Sweden, I think. I'm in Sweden right now, I think. If you're listening to this, I'm in Oslo.
And you think they're doing genetic cleansing there?
No, yeah. They're getting rid of like people can go in. So okay, hold on. Let me start all over. Don't start Googling shit, Nadav. So you get pregnant in Sweden.
Yeah.
By the way, this is going to kill my Swedish ticket sales. You get Sweden. By the way, I cannot fucking promote Berlin. I'm in Berlin. Like, there's no fucking way I can be like, hey guys, I'm coming to Berlin.
Why?
Come on.
What? You can't promote Berlin?
Anyway, you get pregnant. You go into the doctor in Sweden. I'm almost 100% certain this is how that works.
Okay.
The doctor goes, okay, let's take a look at the baby. Mm-hmm. And he takes blood from the thing. You know how you do like the Down syndrome thing?
Yeah.
And then people abort Down syndrome kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they do that, right?
But they don't they do especially in like Iceland and like the Netherlands.
Zero.
Like
that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about now. No, but you know what I'm, so argue my part of the point. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what
they
you're
have
talking
zero
about.
Down syndrome kids. Zero. And it's because they go in, they go, okay, it doesn't look like this guy's going to be a bigger scientist, so we get rid of him. Okay. Yeah. We try again next time.
You're saying that if they find if they're able to like figure out the gay gene.
I feel, with you, I feel smart as fuck.
That's why we're a great team, man.
God damn it. You realize I was a lunatic.
Do you know how many
people in that room thought I was a fucking lunatic up until he started talking?
Do you know?
No, we thought you were on it the whole time.
God damn it.
Do you know how many times I've been in conversations with you and other people and you've said something and I see them go like that. And I go, he's saying, and then they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you talking about Joe Rogan? Every time I ever talk to fucking Joe Rogan? Every time I ever talk to Joe, it starts off with him going, the fuck? And then you're like, actually.
Yeah. And then I say it and he's like, oh, okay. It's like I'm your translator.
So they could do that to gay kids. If they find a gene, then they start.
But gay is so chic and cool now.
That's the whole point.
You know?
Is if you are born gay, then all of a sudden Swedish doctors
like if it was 1981, they would be gone. Like if that shit.
I remember there was a time, I'm very open to, I think I probably, I didn't ever lived in a world where you could just be a little gay, right? Like when we were kids, you couldn't be on the spectrum of
gay,
your sexuality.
Yeah.
Like you just.
Now it's like, oh, sexuality is fluid. Like, it's. Yeah.
I would definitely wear women's clothes.
You would wear women's clothes?
If you could, like if I started right now.
But you could start now. You're famous. You're successful. Good. You can wear whatever you want. And you're a comedian. You don't have to be like tied to any type of wardrobe. I mean, you don't even wear a shirt.
Then you get queer baiting. If you
oh yeah,
it's like gets super complicated.
Oh, that's what they labeled Harry Styles as.
Harry Styles,
queer baiting.
Do you find him attractive?
No,
I don't either. I don't really get it, and I wonder if that means that I'm old.
It's part of aging.
Can I tell you? I think it's because I like fucking Jason Sudeikis.
Oh really?
I think that's.
You think you're attracted to him?
No, I think I picked a fucking team. I'm a ride or die.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Jason Sudeikis.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a comic.
Yeah.
Like what? Of course, we're gonna pick him.
Cool.
No, yeah.
He's fucking
He's a talented guy too.
I've never met him.
This guy, I mean, also, I think part of aging is when you hear music and you're like, huh?
Whoa, is that Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah.
He's an interesting dude. He's from like Missouri or something, right?
I don't know.
His dad, he's a funny guy, but he's also a man. You feel like he would throw a punch. Is that the girl?
No, that's Olivia Wilde. That's the ex for him.
Here's the thing. I don't want a girl that does her makeup naked in front of a mirror.
What do you want her to wear? What?
Like,
what?
I don't like she looks like, look, I never had a problem. This is going to be a long fucking episode. I have a problem with women who wear too much makeup.
Right. Yeah, I don't find it attractive either.
I don't
like a
find,
little.
although I will tell you, this is going to come off aggressive. I like that Push wears red lipstick.
Oh, okay.
I like that with Push.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like that with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm with you. I don't like heavy makeup though. I don't think it's a. I mean, unless it's a whore, then I like it a lot. Then I think it looks
When you
good.
have whore's lipstick all over you.
Yeah, like a real whore though, like a real tier 1.
Tier 1.
You know,
I made
stripper.
out with a whore in college. She had fucking tons of lipstick and it was all over me and it turned me on.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I was fucking in the mud.
Sure. But
That's
actually,
so
what I find most attractive is minimal. Just like a little blush, little pink, lipstick, whatever.
Did you ever see the stuff where they do the makeup transformations and then they're meth addicts?
Yeah.
Like they take out their teeth and you're like,
the porn ones?
Yeah.
That's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I first moved to LA, the first place I had by myself was on Highland going towards the 101.
Yeah. Where?
So if you're taking Highland North, you pass Hollywood.
Yeah.
So you're literally about to enter the freeway.
Yeah.
And on the right, there's an apartment complex.
I know that.
I lived in that apartment complex.
Are you sure? Do you realize what year? Do you realize I lived across the street?
I lived there, so I could walk to the bowl.
Yeah, I could walk to the bowl. I lived in 1990 Glencoe Way.
It was considered
Zillow that. See if that's the right place.
It was considered a Vine Street address, even though Vine was actually tucked further back.
That area is called.
Yeah, you're right. Yes,
it's called an area. I lived over there.
Whitley Heights.
1990. Yeah, Whitley Heights. Yeah, Whitley Heights.
So wait, scroll.
The Whitley Market is right there.
Can you zoom in?
Do you go to the pizza place on the corner? That the convenience store?
Hold on. You're screwing me up. Okay, now zoom in. Put your cursor there, like in that area. Okay, hold on. North, go up a little bit. That's the street. Oh, North Las Palmas. That was my address.
Yeah.
So it was. Now go back down, and hit that building on the right. Go to the right. Yeah, further right. Yeah. Zoom in. Left side of the street. Las Palmas Villa Apartments.
Is that where you lived?
I lived in that building.
Oh, that's great.
So it's 2039 North Las Palmas.
I could do an entire episode
That's where I lived.
about that area of Los Angeles.
3 doors down from me lived Taylor Rain.
I don't know who that is.
She was a porn star.
Oh, I do know who that is. For real?
Well, what was interesting is that at the time, I'm 23 years old. It's her. Yep, that's exactly how I remember her.
Oh my God. She's putting her fist in her ass.
Yeah, she's a lot.
She can put. I have a hard time wiping my ass, but she can put her whole fist in her ass.
She was nice, but man, it was the first time I was exposed to the fact that there was an image of somebody like this, and then you ride the elevator with them in like t-shirt and jeans, and you're like, oh, and seeing like the dramatic difference, like it was very dramatic.
The that area.
What a nice lady.
So little sidebar. This is just interesting.
Okay.
That area, that Whitley Heights area, is where Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love bought their first house, and that house is if I knew to buy houses the way Leanne does, like Leanne just goes, the house is a group of houses where you have to take an elevator to get to the houses. Mm-hmm. They're above the Hollywood Bowl, and it sold for like 1.2. Can you type in Kurt? I'm obsessed with this area because
I remember Paris Hilton living in.
I think Paris Hilton lived in that house. Actually, type in Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love's house, Hollywood. Yeah, in the Hollywood. Yeah. It's you got to take an elevator to get up there. It's a really great little fucking area. All my houses I lived over there back when I first moved to LA, and I just was paying rent.
Okay, one time abode just sold in the Hollywood
1.2?
Heights. I don't know. The home is a 2-story, 2,458 square foot house built in 1921. Yeah, everything there is like built in the 20s. It's old as shit.
Hightower Elevator Association. It's part of the Hightower Elevator Association.
Okay.
So all these houses you have to take an elevator to get up to.
Like from the street?
Yeah, it's
the
really
house.
fucking cool.
Okay.
You park on a cul-de-sac.
And you would have bought
And
this
then
house,
there's-
you're saying?
Like I don't want anything. I actually had a conversation with someone about this the other day. I don't want anything.
What do you mean?
I don't want anything.
Stuff, you mean?
Like stuff. I don't want. I think I got the watch I like.
That's a nice
Yeah,
watch.
you like it, right? Like
Yeah.
Leanne got that for me for my birthday.
Very nice.
I like that's the one watch I kind of wanted. You know.
Yeah. Congratulations. By the way, I also got you a pretty cool gift for your birthday, but go on.
I got to tell that story.
You probably should.
Hold on. Nadav, have you heard this story?
I'm not sure I have.
I just read 2 Jews, 1 cup. Don't worry, you got to hear the story, Nadav. So hold on, but like something like that,
Yeah.
I would be into. I like buying that house would be an investment because I'm such a nostalgia fan. Like I get into that.
You'd
stuff.
be into that house because Cobain lived there?
Yeah, because Kurt Cobain lived there, and I think he was just. The part I like about Kurt Cobain is I just watched a documentary on him again. He was like a regular dude.
Well, it's also you realize that the older you get, you realize you're not going to have that many times where you will see or hear or experience something where you go like, oh, this is kind of a setting the bar, like life changing culture. And most people, if you are old enough, can remember hearing Nirvana and being like, what the fuck is this? Like you felt the shift happen, and then you actually watched the thing that you heard. You were like, wow, this is amazing. You watched it take on, the whole world basically, and also that we also remember like hearing that he died and how it happened and how like traumatizing that whole thing was. When
we were in Rome, me and the girls went to Italy last summer.
Yeah.
Whatever. We were staying across the street from the hotel he overdosed at, and I was obsessed with it. Like in a weird way, like I kept saying like that it's right there. Like that's and I went over there.
Where'd he OD? In Rome?
In Rome, yeah. He OD'd in Rome. I think he took Oxycontin.
God, that shit's so good.
It really is.
It's fucking amazing.
But I would have liked to have bought that house. I would have liked to have owned that house to go there. I would set up. I mean, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Because for some reason, I thought it was like 1,200 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'd set up an office there and go and write and just like fucking disappear. Like go there, set up a gym there, go to that house and just fucking. I keep saying I want to move to fucking Malibu.
It's the shit.
I'm ready. I think I'm ready to retire.
Well, there's only so many places left in that godforsaken city that are decent to live in now.
Unlike this fucking landscape.
Well, that place is a shithole now.
Well, we got a new mayor, Caroline Bass or something. I don't even know. I didn't vote. You think I vote?
No.
Do you want me to vote?
No. Nobody does.
I played at Trump National. I spent like fucking $1,000 on merch. They're like, this is before you gave me the teacup. They're like, you're buying a lot of stuff. In the pro shop, I was like, it's like Nazi memorabilia. I buy a Trump flag every time. I can't help it.
What'd you get? Like a bunch of just Trump
I
gear?
just fucking a ton of stuff, and I gave it to my dad, and my dad is so anti-Trump, and I was like, it's a good looking golf shirt. He's like, yeah, I go, look at your sleeve. He goes, what the fuck?
The new year is here, and there's no better way to kick off 2023 than by making sure you're feeling like your best self. Liquid IV is the category-winning hydration brand fueling your well-being, and their hydration multiplier is the one product you're missing in your daily routine. In just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. Use it first thing in the morning, before a workout, when you feel run down, after a long night, or on long flights. I could not be a bigger fan of Liquid IV. I take it every day. I take it in the morning. I take it to workouts. It's great. 1 stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates you 2 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. It contains 5 essential vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C, with 3 times the electrolytes of traditional sports drinks. And Liquid IV has donated over 25 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world. Grab your Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code CAVE at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using the promo code CAVE at liquidiv.com. A new year is full of possibilities, but when your e-commerce business is dealing with gift returns, late deliveries, and a mountain of customer emails, you can feel stuck. ShipStation helps you get there faster. Whether you run a side hustle or a giant warehouse, keep customers happy and fulfill more orders than ever, all while cutting shipping costs and managing it all from a single dashboard. And their best rates in the industry just got even better with up to 86% off USPS and UPS rates. It's not a question of if you should switch to ShipStation, but why you haven't already. I love the interface that shows you exactly what's come in and exactly what's gone out on which carrier. With the best discounts in the industry, you'll never wonder if you're getting the best rates. Over 130,000 companies have grown their e-commerce business with ShipStation. My good buddy Bert loves ShipStation. It's how everything that ships out from his orders go out. Make the new year your best year and grow your business with ShipStation. Go to shipstation.com/cave today. Sign up for a free 60-day trial. That's shipstation.com/CAVE.
I got it. Oh, I'm going to pass out. So.
I like your shirt too.
Thank you. So, so I got to tell this story. I got to tell you as accurate as possible because I know they're listening. So, obviously, everyone knows Tom got me my birthday present, which was Hitler's teacup. I got to be honest with you. There's, my brain. I definitely got nervous. I was like, I don't remember at all receiving it. I don't remember anything. I just remember laughing as hard as I've ever laughed.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be Winston Churchill's teacup. And the only words I heard was, there's 98% chance the Fuhrer drank from this cup. Well, so you get, obviously, Hollywood is very different than what we do.
Yeah.
And so like Hollywood people get nervous for you, and you're like, Pete, my assistant, Pete.
Yeah.
As everyone got nervous, Pete was like, it's the funniest fucking thing. He goes, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And he was like, wait, hold on. I don't care what anyone's saying. I just watched it. I was in the lobby. I watched it. It's fucking hilarious. And he's like, funny is funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah. Because that's where my brain is.
But you're also thinking but Los Angeles.
Also there's Kanye can't shut his fucking mouth.
Yeah, it's a real
cool
time right now.
That actually looks like that. I'm going to be in Berlin this January. So
right, you can take it down.
So I'm driving. My little sister Cotty wants a skateboard for her son Teddy. So I have extra skateboards. So I throw it on my electric bike, and I start to ride it over. And my electric bike isn't fully charged, and it dies by my house in front of a synagogue. So I turn around. And as I'm driving back, I'm pedaling this electric bike. And now it's going slow as shit because it's an electric bike. And it's maybe going like 4 miles, 2 miles an hour. I see a Jewish family, Orthodox Jewish family, walking towards me. And I'm like, hey, or I didn't say anything. I was just like, oh, they're in the bike lane. And then he kind of steps out of the bike lane. I go, hey, thank you so much. And he's like, yeah, of course. He's like, hey, man, I love you, man. And I was like, oh, thanks.
This is a guy in like traditional,
the curls and the hat.
Yeah.
Like everything. A whole family there. And he's like, I love you, man. I was like, oh, thanks. He goes, no, man, I love what you do. Keep doing what you do. And now I'm kind of passing him. And I go, oh, thanks. We're in front of a synagogue. And he goes, fucking Hitler's teacup was the funniest fucking thing in the world. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, by the way, I didn't even put the two and two together. So I'm like, holy shit. So I text you. Immediately I text you. I get my bike back to my house. I still have to take the skateboard back. So I get in my car. I get in Leanne's car. I put the skateboard in the back. I start driving the same route. It's the same route to get to my sister's house. I'm in front of the same synagogue. Everyone's going to temple. And another Orthodox Jewish family is crossing the street, but I'm at the light. It's kind of blinking. They're looking to see if they should cross. And the guy looks at me, and I see him look at me, and I like kind of nod. And he does the, I love you, like to me. And I went, oh, I gave him a thumbs up, right? I legit went, okay, because I remember thinking, I feel like a dork. And then he looks at me and he goes, and walks across the street. And what's even crazier is I hung out with my neighbor. My neighbor is from Israel. And I was with my dad. I think I told you this too, right?
Yeah.
I was with my dad. My dad will not find Hitler's teacup funny. He definitely will not find the nuance in that. Buddy, what the fucking fuck? My father cleared out, God damn it, he stormed the beaches of North, like, so. Yeah. He goes, my neighbor, Mike, shout out to Mike, the coolest fucking neighbor you can ever have, right?
Yeah.
He has parties, he throws parties like 40 fucking deep. Everyone, whole family. So if I ever hear him partying, I go over and have a drink. So I go over to have a drink, and he's like, I'm going to do a bad impression of Mike. If you're Mike and you're listening to this, I'm sorry. He's like, bro, you're blowing up in the synagogues. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you're going viral. But now Mike's my age, but he's not an internet guy, so I don't think he knows what that. I'm assuming the terminology is just a tad bit off.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is the night before all this happened. He goes, no, bro. And then his son comes in. I guess son knows terminology. He's like, dude, 2 bears, 1 cave. And I'm like, okay, all right, wrap it up. And my dad goes, oh yeah, the Kool-Aid thing. And he goes, and Mike's like, no. And I'm like, all right, everybody out of here. Dad, let's go. Before we're sitting here. And luckily my dad thought he was having a heart attack and we had to take him home. But yeah, his heart rate got to 157 and he almost passed out. So I was like, Mike, we're done drinking tequila. But yeah, man, it's that was the.
Is your theory on why? Is like kind of back to what Peter said, that just they're like, oh, it's just funny. It's a funny beat. It's a funny moment.
Look, I'm not asking for anything to go viral. I'm just saying.
No, yeah.
Like, yeah. I think probably you're at synagogue and there is a lot of shit going, anti-Semitic shit going around, and that's got to be the top of the conversation. And I think probably the clip came up and they're like, have you seen this? I think very earnestly, and I'm almost certain that any dude, despite their religion, that is like us, our age, with kids and likes to hang out with the family and have a good time and party, I think they fucking laughed at it. And I think they were just like, it's fucking funny. Yeah. I bet there was probably some kind of like shady person going, have you seen this? And I would have loved to have been at that moment where like a bunch of Orthodox Jewish men were like, wait, what is this? Oh shit. Oh, shit, he got him his fucking teacup. Like, but that was my takeaway. But it was, I'm done with it. Like the second I got those 2 guys to say that, and the whole thing was like one of our best friends. We have a group of friends called the Campers. I called him when he got it, and the best part of that whole thing was he laughed, and then he goes, "I really wish that wasn't my reaction." That's the beauty of comedy.
Yeah,
it's the Georgia part. You know, I said this when I took Georgia on Fully Loaded. She did not want to laugh at Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is such a fucking, he's one of us, meaning he's like me and you growing up, like an athlete, a ball buster, a fucking bro, loves to fucking drink beers. And Georgia, that energy is not Georgia's energy. She did not want to like Shane Gillis at all. And the first night she saw him, he's doing his, whatever, I don't want to whittle it down and say Trump stuff, but he's talking about Trump. And Georgia loved him. And by the end of the week, he had a rapport with Georgia where he could go up, he went up to her and Daisy and was like, you guys sneaking beers? They're like, no. And he goes, you sneaking beers. You can tell me. Oh, I'm not gonna tell your dad. And they're like, No. And he's like, oh, you guys smoking weed, sneaking beers, sneaking weird. Like, and you can wrap your head around that. Shane Gillis saying that to Georgia with his hands up like this. Like, come on, you can tell me. And Georgia leans over and she goes, yeah, we've been sneaking beers. And he goes, cool. Sits down next to me immediately. He goes, Georgia's drinking beers.
Oh my God, dude. Well, yeah, you doing all right?
It's gonna be a rough second show.
Yeah.
I got him. It's the anxiety. The part I don't like about it.
Oh, anxiety of what?
When I drink.
Oh,
and I man,
this is what you said way back when we had a month off of drinking. You said I have zero anxiety.
I have so much anxiety.
Do you think you kind of miss the anxiety when it's gone? Because it's what's normal to you?
I'll tell you what I miss. I miss the deflating the anxiety. When you have a drink and the anxiety goes away, you're like, oh, we're back. It's an interesting thing. When you have no anxiety, you just don't notice it's around.
Yeah.
But when you...
I remember doing this, going to this guy's place in New York, and he was a big pot dude, right? Like smoked, and he had like some type of apparatus where it was like, some like glass thing, and he was like, press this, and then it heats it, and then, so it's not burning the weed, and then it's a cleaner burn, and it was some elaborate thing, and he had all like high-end, like high-grade weed, right?
Yeah.
And so he pulled out one of them. He was like, oh, this one's amazing. And I did a pull of it, and I got so high, but I was paranoid, anxious.
Yeah.
And I hated it because it was too full of anxiety. So I went and, the next day he was like, oh, do you want to take a pull off of this again? And I was like, no, dude, no. I would go, that was horrible. I got way too high and I was paranoid and I was like full of anxiety. And I hate that. I go, so you don't experience that? And he was like, oh, no, I do. And he goes, I kind of like it. I like working I like feeling that anxious. And when I'm not feeling it, I get like fired up to feel it again. And I was like, that's where we're different. Because to me, I was like, I never want to feel like that ever.
Rogan loves that.
And he was like, really?
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves the anxiety?
He loves the panic. The panic makes him, he's fucking.
He likes I think the panic's the worst part.
Yeah, yeah.
He likes it?
He loves it. I mean, look, I'm putting words in the largest media platform's mouth right now. I don't mean to. But like I'm saying as a friend, he's always talked about eating too much edibles and getting in the deprivation tank and feeling a little panic. I think it makes him, I think his brain likes the fight or flight because he decides to fight.
Right.
And I don't. I
hate panic.
I flight so fucking hard.
Panic is just a life ruiner to me.
It sucks. And for me, like, so I'll tell you, I woke up this morning thinking, I actually said this. I was like, I was so high and drunk last night.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Leanne is adorable.
What happened? She took you there?
Can I show you a picture?
Sure.
This is why I love my wife. Look, everyone knows I shit on my wife nonstop. But if you don't shit on your wife, then you don't fucking love your wife.
There you go.
I'm so tired of like I don't read comments, but I know that I've heard like people say like I don't read comments. I do not read comments. I read other people's comments. I did today. but I remember someone said something about like, hey man, you talk a lot about porn stars and cheating on your wife. I have a hard time believing you're faithful or something. And I was like, oh, you're not married. You don't know what it's like to be married and to be like, I'm committed to this person for the rest of my life. So I'm gonna send you a picture of how Leanne dressed last night. Oh, it's on my Instagram. You can find my Instagram stories. Can you go into my Instagram stories, Nadav? And so, hang on. So the whole thing, Tom, was like show up as white trash.
Yeah.
And so everyone dressed as like sexy white trash people. And this is how Leanne dressed. And this made me love her so much. Look at her. Ready? This is me. I just wore a denim tuxedo.
Okay.
No shirt.
Yeah.
This fucking nerd.
She wore that?
She goes, man, she was so self-conscious. Like everyone dressed as rednecks, but like kind of cool, sexy rednecks, right?
Yeah.
And then Leanne dressed in a house dress with curlers in her hair, and she dressed like someone in her family, like legit.
Yeah.
She dressed like her granny. I'm not even fucking around.
Yeah.
Because Leanne grew up in a trailer.
Right, in Georgia.
Yeah. So She was so self-conscious.
Well, yep.
And that is why I love her, is because of that.
Is this pre or post drinking and
this
smoking?
Is pre, but it's pre.
Jesus, you look rough.
Yeah. I'm fucking looking really rough lately.
You look absolutely fucking hammered.
I held it together for my special and then I let it go. I'm telling you, that person who dresses up, who really takes the assignment literal.
Yeah, is what you love.
That's what I love about her. And I couldn't explain it to her. I didn't know how to, I was fucked up, but I couldn't explain to her. Like, I didn't want you dressing up as a hot redneck. Like, you are a redneck. You are a hot redneck. Like, I need you to dress. Like, when she dressed like that and she came out, she goes, how do I look? And I went, horrible. Which is what's fucking hilarious about you don't give a fuck.
Right.
I was talking about Medusa fucking her while she slept, because you can fuck those little hair curlers and put your dick in them. And she thought that was funny. Then, what's crazy is she took the curlers out.
Yeah. You loved it.
Oh my God. She had fucking like
curls.
Oh God. That's the God, she put on so much makeup for this too. And she got so excited. And when everyone dressed as hot rednecks, she was so self-conscious. She's like, do I look stupid? And I was like, no. This is why I love you. This is like, you can't explain to someone, the thing I love about you is your vulnerability.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's so hard to explain. I don't want you to be the fucking coolest person in the bar.
Right.
I didn't marry that fucking person.
Right.
I don't want to fucking, dude, I dated chicks that would look over your shoulder when they talk to you.
Yeah.
And you'd just be like, who wants to be with that human?
Yeah. Well, that reminds me of you. I mean, like,
no, I've never looked over your fucking shoulder ever. Even when Judd Apatow was over your shoulder. And I remember that time. And it was hard to look at you in the eyes because he was walking to you to talk to you. And I was like, Judd Apatow. And he's like, hey, man, big fan. And I was like, Judd Apatow knows who you are.
What was this? I'm trying to remember.
I can't believe I remember life moments for you that you don't remember for yourself.
Just remind me. It'll probably
Green Room, the Comedy Store. Judd Apatow asked if he could watch your special before it was airing on Netflix.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a number of years ago.
And so, wait, you're in Australia right now. If you're listening to this,
I'm about to go. I'm going in like 10 days.
You're probably already sold out. But if you're not, go to tomsegura.com/tour. I'll be there in April, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Well, I shouldn't say that out loud. So
I hope you cancel.
I'm not canceling. Oh my God, I'm definitely not canceling. Not the way you fucking did Australia dirty.
Well, it's kind of.
I'll go. I'm a ride or die Australia. I'll fucking be there.
You just said I might not be there.
I'll be there. Okay. I'll be there.
Unless a more important thing comes up.
And if it does, we'll figure it out then.
Okay.
So I go to Bali. I brought a thing of cigars, and I go out to my back and I go, I just have them in a plastic bag. They were in my backpack, and I was like, oh, I wonder what cigar. When I'm flipping through it, and I go, oh, I have a few joints in here. And I said to Leanne, I go, I brought a joint. I'm gonna smoke a joint out here. She goes, her eyes light up like there's someone behind me. She goes, it is the most illegal thing to do is bring drugs in here. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, you're in Indonesia.
I'm in Indonesia, and I brought marijuana into Bali, oblivious. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I've had panic about that so much that I almost buy new backpacks when I go abroad to go. I know there's nothing in there.
Yeah. It's the dumbest, one of the dumbest things I've done when I was in college and I was in Spain.
You brought drugs?
No. I bought weed all the time in Madrid. That was no big deal. That was all the time.
Yeah.
I bought weed in Lima. That was fucking crazy as shit. But the craziest thing I did that was so stupid was when I was in Tunisia. I decided that I wanted some weed. So I'm in a Muslim country and I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, hey, I want weed. And I fucking got a hold of something that didn't really smoke like weed. But I later was like, that was fucking, it's just so like high risk, that I could be buying it from the wrong person.
That's the thing is that like, I want to like, cause there is a period when you're young where the risk doesn't seem that bad.
You're not calculating it. Of course, you're not calculating. And I was like, I think I give the person like $40 and they give me like a goddamn ounce of something. And I'm like, what is this?
We went to Mexico one time. A guy gave us a Frisbee full of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just put marijuana in a Frisbee and then gave us the Frisbee. And we were like, no bag? And he was like, here. And we're like, okay. You think about that. I think about snorting Coke. I snorted Coke, not a lot, but enough where I look now, I pray to God my daughters never snort Coke. Not with what's going on with fentanyl.
Yeah.
Are we just pussies though?
Yes.
I mean, like,
yes.
The fuck? It's like
I mean, look, it's what I dream about the most. I wish I could get into hardcore drugs, and really live that life day in and day out. But we have too many responsibilities, and like you said, the fentanyl thing. But
is that like?
Can we get the thing that like cops have where they can test it right away?
Oh yeah, we did that. I have friends who did that at a bachelor party.
This got fentanyl. This doesn't.
Well,
really?
Yeah. Some guys I know were at a bachelor party and they were getting Coke. Yeah. And Mark Norman's like, "Hey, we should probably test this." I'm joking. I can say that because everyone knows Mark doesn't do Coke. You know how annoying he'd be on Coke. Hey, give it orange juice. No, but
who are the big Coke guys in stand-up?
No, just bleep his name out, and everyone will think it's Neil Brennan. Leave his name in.
Blocks. It's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, check out Neil's new special on Blocks. Coke's kind of gone away. I don't think as many people do it as they used to. I think Molly is the thing everyone does.
Molly?
Yeah, because they're like, it's Molly. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's fun. And people that don't do drugs do Molly.
Right, or psychedelics. Those psychedelics have become very popular, which is, it's not a hardcore drug like that. But like, I'm telling you, narcotics, that's where the fun's at. That is, if you are ready to step up the fun in your life, it's all about narcotics.
Dude, I mean, like, be honest. So no death involved, right?
Yeah.
But like walk me through your day. Like in a Hunter S. Thompson kind of like, walk me through your day. No repercussions. Just, hey, tomorrow you're going to feel 100%. But give me the day you want to have, and how do you work that day?
Oh, okay.
And let's remember, you're waking a little, you wake up a little hungover, and this day doesn't count. So tomorrow you'll be 100% fine. So you can do whatever you want to get you through the day. I want to hear all drugs, all narcotics. How do you get yourself through the day?
Okay. That's a very cool question. And I think what I would do is wake up, Bloody Mary.
Oh, yeah, baby. I fucking love this already. And I'm smoking a cigar.
Oh, yeah. I'm smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. And then I'm going to have whiskey. I'm going to have a whiskey. And I'm gonna stay boozy just a little bit. Not like I'm not falling over, but just I got a good. You're dancing.
I'm loving
in your
it.
seat.
This is my morning.
And and then I'm gonna pop a couple oxys. I think because I love that buzz, man. I miss it. It's what I miss the most about getting injured. And then that's gonna take me into lunch.
Yeah.
And I think
what are you gonna have for lunch?
Walk
me through all of it.
Okay. Well, I think I would do a late breakfast lunch. You know what I really would like to have? A couple of fat, fucking fresh from the farm sausages with a couple fried eggs cooked over medium, some toast, and maybe
I'm fucking hungry as shit.
Yeah. And then iced coffee. Like get a little caffeine in me. Even myself out a little bit. Then I think after that would be probably the first joint. I think a joint would be a nice thing to have after that lunch. Mm-hmm. Then I'll have a cigar, a post-lunch cigar. Oh. And then I think it's time, for the afternoon to get into some more fun stuff. So I think that's when I bring in the nurses and get some Dilaudid injected right into the side of my neck, and maybe have another cocktail after that. It's going to knock me out. I mean, I'm going to be out for a nap after that. But then In the evening, I think we're doing definitely
What
another.
time are we talking?
Oh, I'm gonna wake up from that probably around like 6.
Okay, and so you have not had dinner yet. So what do
No,
you
I have
having
not
for
had dinner.
Oh, it's gonna be a steak. My dick's getting hard.
Your dick's getting New York strip, medium rare. Maybe some like a mashed potatoes with
Do you know how great that's after all those drugs?
truffle.
In your mouth?
Yeah,
I'm gonna order a side of. I want to do my own
lobster mac and cheese.
Keep going.
And then
I need another drink, Nadav.
yeah, let's have some wine with dinner.
Oh yeah.
And then to take me home, like to wind down the evening, I really want to ramp up the narcotics. You know, like I would like to get some morphine or something in that family, and
Good.
just maybe put a movie on, maybe have another cigar, and
I want a cigar right now,
yeah,
and I want
and then like some crazy indica too, like some melt your face shit. Yeah.
Well, I can work it backwards. I can tell you my day ends with a Xanax.
Oh, how could I forget her?
My day is
Yeah.
going to end with a Xanax.
She's my absolute favorite. We're talking though like 2 milligrams, right?
Oh yeah, and you can't die.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely taking a Xanax, and I'm making food while I'm on that Xanax. Like I'm like walking around like I remember one time being so fucked up and drinking and taking a Xanax.
I can
that
totally feel just based on you going. When you don't, I mixed Xanax the other day with something that they tell you not to mix it with. I was so fucking high.
I had a teacher, a nurse, no doctor. I had a doctor one time prescribe me Xanax, not knowing that I'd already taken Xanax, and go. I was flying to Europe. She goes, "Take one of these. If you have a fear of flying, take one of these." I went, "Really?" She goes, "Have a couple glasses of wine," and I was like, oh, "Doctor's orders." I got so fucked up on that plane. I'm ending my night with a Xanax. That's like that's the favorite. If you could
Yeah, dude, drugs are the best.
if you have cheat codes that you can go you can go, hey Nadav, I really do. Can I get some more ice? Is there any? Not you, Nadav.
I think there's a bottle out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Is there a bottle of ice?
No, but he needs ice. Can
gotcha.
someone bring ice?
If you
Can you give me the glass?
so I did. So hey, will you Google Nadav? Will you Google?
He's getting your ice right now.
I didn't want Nadav to do it.
It's fine. He'll be right back.
I did Winston Churchill's Day one day.
Yeah, I remember that. You
And
loved
was
it, right?
So much fucking.
When is
fun.
that?
I don't know. I was gonna have him Google it, but I just
look.
randomly
I'll
get
look.
ice.
I'm way better at this than he is. So hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
The April 9th. Oh no. I do it in January, the day he died.
Oh.
I do it the day he died in January.
Okay.
There
you
January
go.
24th.
That's when you did it?
I'll be doing it
In Europe? Will you be in
doing it
England?
London. I think I'm doing it in London. Are you fucking shitting me? I'll be in Amsterdam. It's not a bad day to do it. Not a bad day.
And
to
that's
do
what you did the full experience? Like,
So I did it. It was one of the fun. Nadav, thank you so much. I'm so
here you
sorry.
go.
I didn't
Give
mean
it to me. I'll
ask
pour
you
it for him.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, Nadav, I need to apologize to you. Don't let me forget to tell you the thing I'm thinking. Because I don't like when you talk to me like an employee, but I talk to you like an employee all the time.
Can confirm.
Yeah? And so I'm sorry. I don't like when you do it to me, but I do it to you constantly.
It's okay, Bert. I still love you.
I know. I love you too.
Oh, it was a nice moment.
Yeah. That's what I want to talk to you about the other day when I was like, hey, can we talk?
Yeah. But then you didn't. You also told me you were going to
Because
come.
I was like, I do this on nonstop to Nadav. I do this to everyone. I just start, give me ice.
Yeah.
I think I'm a fucking soft narcissist.
But you have something though that a lot of people don't, who are in that wheelhouse.
Herpes?
No. Well, you have that too, but
Start that rumor. Yeah, let's get that because you can work with herpes, a kidney disease. Everyone thinks I'm canceling my dates. Go ahead.
is that you always get to a point, well, not always, but sometimes you get to a point where you actually have self-awareness. So I don't know how it happens to you, but you go like, you know what? And that's actually should be applauded.
My dad gave it to me. He just always told
Recently?
me no, my whole life.
Oh.
He always told me I was wrong. So I had to sit and figure out why I was wrong a lot. And I think if you do that enough when you're young, I think number one, you don't take huge political stances. That's why I never can talk about politics on podcasts because I always feel like I'm wrong. But you're also very self-correcting. That's what Leanne used to say about me when we first started dating. She was like, I love that you're self-correcting. So I'm good at going I feel this way.
Yeah.
Why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
How do I fix this? And but let's also take a look at ourselves. Let's go back to drinking and drugs. I'm actually not that bad of a guy when you think about it. My funeral's going to be so fucking awesome. If my roast is that fun,
Really?
my funeral's going to be great.
You want people to like really get hammered at your funeral though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm converting to Judaism before I do it. So it's like a Schmitz. What's it called? What do you guys do?
Shiva?
Shiva.
Schmitz.
It's a Shiva. I want a whole Shiva. You hold it, right?
Yeah, it's like a 7-day. It's like a wake. It's 7 days before the actual funeral. For a week.
Yeah, baby. We'll do it on a cruise ship.
You think you're gonna live long though?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. I think I'm going to change. I think something's happening.
What do you mean?
I've stayed sober more. I know you don't see it right now, but I have my brain has changed a tad bit in behaviors. Behaviors I used to green light very quickly. Mm-hmm. My brain now goes, oh, what the fuck are we doing?
Like what kind of stuff?
Like I mean, this is gonna sound like it doesn't make sense, but drinking before today's flight. So I did not feel good. I know that a drink would have made me feel better, but I said, do not do that. Let's load up with water and let's take a nap. I took a nap at the airport before the flight. I passed out. And then on the plane, I said to Pete, when we got on the plane, I said, I think a drink would knock me out and I need to be knocked out because I have not slept. I didn't sleep. And Pete's like, don't do it. And so I ordered the drink and then the lady gave it to me and I went, I don't want it. I'm not going to drink it. I'm not drinking it. Like, I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
But sometimes I would drink because my brain would go, you're nervous. But I wasn't really nervous, but my brain would go, well, come on, man. You know what we're talking about. We're good. Yeah. We're good. Who gives a fuck? No one's watching. And but I drank it today. It doesn't matter. But I think things are changing. I think things are changing. I don't know. I still listen to a lot of Rogan, and I hear about when he was talking about The Rock, about how unhealthy it is for The Rock to carry around that much weight. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I weigh as much as The Rock.
You don't weigh as much as The Rock.
I definitely weigh as much.
He weighs like 265.
I'm not as much right now, but me and The Rock are 260. We're roughly the same size.
And you're the same age.
No.
Yeah.
I think we have so much in common, me and The Rock.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
I love when he goes off his, whoa.
Yeah, look at that.
Young Rock.
That is pretty wild.
He is fucking Jack. You know what we're doing right now?
What?
We're doing 5 push-ups, 5 burpees, and 5 squats every day. And every day in December.
Just 5?
Every day in December, we increase it by 5.
Oh.
So right now.
I got you.
Today I have to do 40 burpees, 40 squats, and 40 squat.
That's great, push-ups. Man. That's great.
Yeah. It's on my. But I feel like I'm in. When I drink, it's funny, man. Look, Whoop has been a sponsor of this podcast, but I got to be really honest. And this sounds like a read, and I know it does. But the truth is, the freaking insights from my Whoop about my resting heart rate are alarming.
Oh yeah, especially when you start checking them every day because you get tired. Like the first thing I do is I open that app in the morning because I always want to see what my sleep was like.
Yeah, 70% today, and I did not sleep at all last night. It's tequila. Yeah. Keep going. And by the way, I have not talked about my hard partying. We close on that. Keep going.
You get married to certain metrics, like the ones that really just resonate with you. And so the sleep one, the HRV, your heart rate, and then seeing what you do in workouts. Today I did an hour on the Peloton bike, and I usually do 45, and it was
who do you
much.
Who do you use? Who's your trainer?
Sean, you know Sean.
No.
Sean Nix, you've met him many times.
No. I meant on Peloton. Do you do like because there's one girl. There's one girl that I now follow her on Instagram.
Yeah,
and I don't even have a Peloton, but I love the way she talks. I love her, and I'm thinking about getting a. Stacy, my producer Stacy, just got a Peloton, and she.
I love those bikes.
I might get one just because I like this chick. She's so fucking.
Which one?
I love a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
dude.
Who is she?
Peloton. She's like viral on Instagram.
Okay. It's such a Bert way of explaining someone. This is like when I was talking to you on that call.
Blonde chick. Blonde. Keep going.
I do Allie sometimes, by the way. I do Allie sometimes.
No, keep going. I don't see her yet. I don't see her. Is it? No. She's like got like a curly kind of throw it around hair.
Hold on. Oh, I know who it is. Wait, don't say anything.
Okay.
Don't say anything. Keep going.
We might have. I got to find out.
No, because I haven't seen her yet. I think I know who it is, and I'm trying to say who it is as I see her name. No.
By the way,
no. It's this isn't everybody who's a bike trainer. Get bike trainers only. Because that's tread and bike. Wait. Go back down. Is it Kendall? Let
me see.
Go. On the right side. Is it Kendall?
I think it might be.
Go to her
right now.
It's Kendall. Is that who it is? Go down. Look. It's not her?
I think it might be. Yeah. I think it might be.
I guess look up Kendall on Kendall
Instagram.
Tool on Instagram.
She does this like, man,
she's got great energy. She's great positive.
Kendall Tool. It's Tool.
Okay, that's
Yeah. She's got great fucking energy.
This who?
Scroll. I think I'm on her fan page, to be honest with you. Dude.
She's a good coach.
This, because I'm a coachable dude,
yeah.
I love coaches.
Yeah.
I love coaches. Can I tell you a sidebar thing we should do?
Yeah, sure. Get into coaching?
No.
What?
I think you're going to like this.
Okay.
Soft pitch. I'm fucking hammered. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce our newest venture.
Okay.
You're going to fucking love this.
Okay.
It's called Two Bears, One Coach. We sit down with college coaches, professional coaches, and we interview them about kind of like the way Rogan interviews Goggins and those guys.
Yeah.
And we sit down with all these coaches. We do take a month out of the summer when all these guys are off, and we bang them out. We do a bunch of them.
By the way, what is more exciting than Deion Sanders coaching at Colorado?
That's what made me think of it. That's what made me fucking think of it.
Understand?
It's the greatest. Coach Prime, did you see him get off the jet with the welcome bag?
Yeah, but yes, and I think people are going to honestly underestimate what this guy could do there. That game, like college football, really is predicated on the players you can get.
Yeah.
Like there's programs that you cannot compete if you don't have the top tier guys. Dude, I would put my money on him closing out a recruit 100 out of 100 times. If you told me Saban's going in there, Myers going in there, Kelly, like whoever you got, and then you're like, and then Deion's gonna go in that house, I'd be like, my money's on Deion. Dude, every single time.
We sit down every week. It's a side project. It's shot differently.
Yeah.
But we sit down every week. We'll release a new interview with a college coach. We don't have to get everyone.
Yeah, no.
We get Saban. We get Prime. We can definitely get Deion.
I had Deion on a podcast, so I would love to do. Yeah. I had him on
Bears?
Tom Talks.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We get, what we
You
do
always
is
say Tom Talks.
but we sit down with them because I want Jimmy Johnson's my big great white shark.
That might not go well with me.
Why?
He blocked me.
You are such a frustrating business partner.
I insinuated, because I thought it was true. I'll say that.
Okay.
So I said it was allegedly, and I wasn't sure. There was a video of a man that looked like him getting his ass eaten and fingered by a younger girl. And I said, Coach, is this you? And he blocked me.
Jimmy Johnson?
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson has the best quotes. Coaching
I
quotes.
love him as a coach, and I fucked it up.
Coaching quotes. We fix it, man. This is why we have
Sorry,
the podcast.
Coach.
Two Bears, One Coach. We sit down with these great coaches, and we basically, all we want is coaching from them. Meaning like, I don't want to know your history. I don't want to know your past. I want to know the greatest lessons you learned from your great coaches.
Yeah.
The greatest lessons you learned in life. It's a TED Talk.
And he's phenomenal. Jimmy Johnson is phenomenal.
Yeah, dude, I'm obsessed with great coaches. It's the Peloton. I
thought it was him, man. He was laying on his he was on all fours, and he.
Why would it be him, Tom?
I don't know.
My great white shark, you just fucking harpooned.
I believe that it's not you. I am sorry.
Coach Johnson, we're sorry, and we'll get Prime.
God damn it.
We'll get Michael Irving to talk. Get us in.
Warren,
yeah. I just love the insight coaches have. Tom, this is so much. You so soft pitch that.
Well, I was pretty accurate.
Yeah. Well, actually,
I was still congratulating him on his induction into the Hall of Fame.
He doesn't run his media.
He what?
He doesn't run his social media. I think we can get past that.
You think so?
Yeah, but that's what we do. We do Two Bears, One Coach. We sit down with great college coaches.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and all we want. The thing I love when you watch like NFL does, NFL Network does
A Football Life,
and they did one on Jimmy Johnson. It's so fucking good.
He played at where is it? Arkansas or Oklahoma?
I think.
Where did Jimmy Johnson play football? I want to say it's one of those schools. Maybe he played at Oklahoma. Am I wrong about that? Arkansas. I was right. Yeah.
But the quotes he has in there, if you're watching it, you're like, God damn it, man, these quotes are fucking. But I think
he was a players coach too, which is fun. He was the one who was like, there's coaches that are generals in the
top
Army.
10 coaches for the first 10 episodes. Top 10 coaches, Bobby Knight.
Oh my God. Yeah,
right?
That would be great.
Yeah. Bobby Knight.
Yeah.
Who else are we getting?
Well, we definitely want to get Prime on again. I mean, we got to talk to him.
The thing about him is that this sounds so crazy to say. And it's not a real statement, but it's real.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him because I grew up in Florida and he was my guy as a defensive end. I watched him blow up. To watch his career get to where he is right now, which is so hard. So many players don't get to coach high-level programs like that. Yeah. I'm so excited for him. Maybe that's it. I'm excited for him.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It breaks my heart that my goddamn daughter didn't go to fucking University of Colorado.
Dude, make her transfer.
Yeah.
You pay the fucking bills.
Yale's fucking transfer program. It's not good. Anyway, I
want to get there's some crazy winning guy. I would love to talk with Krzyzewski because
fuck yes,
that career is just crazy.
Type in the top 10 coaches.
Look how he spelled Krzyzewski.
Good luck.
I would say I want to talk to Lane Kiffin because I think his story is fascinating.
Tom, we're famous enough. We could get these people.
Maybe. I don't know. He's also he's been through some shit, but it's also he's fun, and he has a really fascinating career story. Yeah. I would want to talk.
Lane Kiffin has 3-word message for his Ole Miss players after Alabama game.
Let's see it.
Let's see what it is.
Click that. Yeah. On crushing loss. It was not long ago. Let's see. What is it?
Shouldn't be a long article. It's just 3 words.
Despite falling 30-24. Okay, scroll. I don't give a shit how many yards we had, or how many points we scored. The head coach that we came to win and we didn't. Today we are 0-1. Okay, that was what he said. Okay.
Type in top 10 coaches.
In what sport?
Lane gave him, no, I don't. I it doesn't. By the way, I don't need it to be football. I just want a great coach.
Yeah, I got you. I agree.
I love. And by the way, I really think that's like a TED talk.
How fun would it be to talk to Phil Jackson?
Can I tell you this is where my idea started? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
My idea started right here with Phil Jackson. I swear to God. So I'm watching. Okay. This is how this idea came about. So I'm watching.
We can talk to Belichick and he can go, yeah. He's a good quarterback.
So I'm watching a thing on Jordan, and he's talking about Phil Jackson, and everyone's talking about Phil Jackson. And I thought to myself, how much would it cost to have Phil Jackson, like David Goggins did with Jesse Schweitzer. I don't know how to say his last name.
Who?
Jesse. His name's Jesse. He's married to fucking the chick from Spanx. But he had David Goggins live with him for a month, a Navy SEAL.
Right.
And it changed his life. Transformed his life. I was like, I wonder how much it would cost to have Phil Jackson live with me for a month. I would
It
love to
costs
have
you a
Phil.
lot.
Yeah, it would be way more than I can afford.
Well, you can afford it, but it would be like a real fucking...
But would it I'd have to accept it, right? I'd have to accept it. I'd have to take it in. And then I was like, what if I just did a podcast with Phil Jackson? I go, well, I'm not a good listener. I'm not. Like, I like, well, but if I'm with you, I can hear things differently. Mm-hmm. So like I can pay attention differently if you're around. But like if it's just me and Phil Jackson, I'm going to tell him the fucking machine story. I mean, because that's the way my brain works. You know that though.
Yeah.
Is that my brain is like, I'm so... I want to make everyone happy. I want to make everyone pleased. And so if there's a tension in the thing, so then I was like, what if Tom and I did it and we sat down with coaches?
That'd be fun.
So we got Phil Jackson. Here's our goals, everyone. If you could tag them in this, and then Phil Jackson,
Jimmy Johnson,
hardcore.
I'm trying to.
Oh,
he's got to forgive us. Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach Prime, Bobby Knight.
I'd want to talk to Mike Tomlin. I think that would be a fun one to talk to.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, it's just like legacy story, being like a third coach in like 70 years for one organization. I think that would be fascinating to talk to.
What about, I would really like to talk to I can't even whittle it down because it's going to sound bad, but Dominican coach, baseball coach. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Never mind. Just
okay.
But I'm thinking of a guy and I can't say his name right now.
Yeah, okay.
But he's coaches in major leagues. But I want to know coaching from like in the Latin American countries. I want to talk to that because that would be cool. Soccer coach would be cool.
Yeah, like Pep. What's that guy's name? Pep, right? Is that the guy that coached at Barcelona?
Yeah.
What's his name? Pep what? I'm forgetting his last name. Yeah, there he is. That dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing they can do, the thing that this podcast will offer, we release it on. When do you release your mom's house?
It's every Wednesday.
We release ours on Sunday. Release it on Sundays. And this is basically it's a motivational speech for your week.
For your week. Get your week going. I like it. I like it, Bert. I like it a lot.
Coach Pep. Coach Pep, put him down. And we fly to these places. We hang out with the coach. We do. I mean, it's got to be like. Here's the thing. Coaches are weird, so they're going to be like, "All right, how much time do you have?" We need to get to know them a little bit.
Oh, you got to put Saban on there.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We should do dead coaches too.
Oh, they're not as fun to talk to.
Yeah, but I would love to talk to like fucking
Coach Popovich is down the street. He's in San Antonio.
No way.
Yeah.
For real?
Greg Popovich? Yeah, he's been with the Spurs for like 50 fucking years. Yeah.
All right, we got 10 coaches. I said we launch
9, but okay.
We do it. I said we line it up, do it over the summer.
Nadav, get them all booked by tomorrow.
You got it.
Let me end this podcast.
Yes.
With my
day.
My day.
Of your zero consequences day.
Yeah, because I'm working it backwards, but I'm also including in the fact that when I did the Winston Churchill challenge or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
It was the funnest day of my life. It was so fun.
You really had fun with that. I remember that. And Leanne brought you the breakfast and the cigar in the room and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
she bought all the.
Let me ask you this.
Shoot.
You're at Xanax to end the day. Right before it, are you having dinner? Like, what's your dinner?
Oh, no, it's Coke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing. The Xanax has got me off the Coke.
Okay, so before that, are you having dinner?
Yeah.
What's your dinner?
Well, it's going to be. So I have mushrooms at some point in my day, and I think it's early morning. I think around 10 a.m. I'm doing mushrooms.
I fucked up. I should have had some psychedelics.
Yeah, some psychedelics early in the morning.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I'm bookending this with Xanax. Coke is right before the Xanax, but it's like high pitched. I'm at a bar, my shirt's off. Yeah. I'm standing behind the bar. I can't shut the fuck up, and I've not done any Irish car bombs.
Yeah,
at dinner we have steak and wine, and great wine, cognac to end.
Nice
dinner, right?
Yeah.
So that's that part of the day.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the beginning of the day. The beginning of the day it starts with a scotch. A cigar. I'm going straight Winston Churchill. Cup of coffee, 2 eggs, sunny side up, bacon, toast, jam, some sausages, and that's how we start
soft
the
butter
day.
for your toast.
Oh fuck! I actually might go Vegemite too. To be dead honest. Wow. With you. Yeah, because I really do love Vegemite's my treat to myself. I don't get it all the time because
I should have also worked in a croissant somewhere in the day. It's such a great. When you say treat, it's what I think about.
Fucking croissants are so
like
good.
A flaky, buttery, perfect croissant. What's better than that? I'm throwing one in my breakfast.
There's nothing better than a croissant. Like a hot croissant. Oh my God. They're so fucking good.
I know. I have 2 places here in town.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Took me a while to find them, but they know when I'm coming. Get me 45 croissants.
Oh my God. Croissants. I remember when I got introduced to croissants. I remember the first time I got a croissant and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I remember getting into chocolate croissants.
I remember croissant sandwiches.
Or having or feeling like when you have a breakfast sandwich for years just on toast, and then one day somebody's like, here's this croissant with all that shit in it, and you're like,
croissants.
What are you, a slut? Like, what are you doing to me?
Croissants are game changers.
Yeah.
They redefine everything.
And there's shit. There's the thing. There's shit versions. There's bad ones.
Oh yeah.
But that makes the good ones stand out more. You know, there's dry ones, or just like you can tell the ones that are just kind of made quickly.
I love croissants.
Yeah,
I love croissants. I can't believe I mean, like, I don't know why I wouldn't mind learning how to make croissants.
Oh, I've tried this. I want them to look like that though. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm not kidding you right now. My penis grew like a little bit just when you pulled that image up.
It's so beautiful.
It is.
Dude, French people have fucking killed it on so many levels.
And you know why? Butter. It's because they fucking they're not scared of butter and clogging your arteries. They're not scared of sauces and it's covering things in butter. You watch like a real French chef and he's like, okay, so take a stick of butter. And you're like, I'm sorry, what? He's like, put a stick of butter in this. The whole thing.
I'm putting a croissant on my breakfast.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually might fucking.
Okay, so you finish this.
I'm finishing with the Xanax and Coke, but I'm starting.
No, I know, but you start your day. I remember coffee, cigar, all this food. You have diarrhea. Now you're done, and what's the next thing you indulge in?
Well, at like 10 a.m. So that's gonna be like 7, 8.
Okay, and
it's gonna be a couple whiskeys, a couple scotches, and then at 10 a.m. I'm gonna go Campari spritz and mushrooms.
Wow.
Yeah. Campari spritz and mushrooms. And that's gonna, and then Campari spritz are gonna be like pretty heavily on.
Okay.
For like the next 2 to 3 hours. And I think we go to lunch. I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings. And I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm doing the Buffalo Wild Wings challenge. All mushrooms. and I'm fucking putting back pictures of beer. It's a Sunday, right? So I'm watching football. It's fucking awesome.
I can see how you're totally there.
Yeah.
You know, you're just escaped in that.
And then I'm taking a Vicodin. I'm gonna take a Vicodin because I don't think I'm gonna overdose.
Good fucking call.
Take a Vicodin.
That's another good one.
Vicodin, and I'm gonna stop by a weed store and I'm gonna go get a blunt from El Bluntos.
Okay.
El Bluntos blunts are like a gram of weed.
Yeah.
And you smoke them like a cigar.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna smoke that on a Vicodin coming off mushrooms after doing the Buffalo Wild Wings challenge. And I'm gonna go to a park. I don't need any alcohol at this point. I'm gonna actually drink water. I might drink water. I'm gonna drink water.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna call Leanne and I go, hey, how would you like a nice steak dinner? And she's like, where have you been? And I go, do not worry about that. Let's have a nice steak dinner. And she goes, okay. Leanne and I are gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the house, and when I come home, and I'm gonna be pretty fucked up. Leanne's gonna go, how about a signature cocktail? And I go, what? She goes, the girls aren't here. Let's go into the hot tub. Me and you, signature cocktail. And we're gonna have like a fucking mojito. A mojito to right our boats.
Yeah.
Have a mojito. She's gonna go in to get the shower, and that's when I start snorting coke. A lot, Tommy. A lot, and it's clean, and I'm fucking firing hot. Leanne's gonna come out of the shower naked, and I'm gonna go, close your eyes, open your mouth. Molly, we're back in. I'm doing coke. She's on Molly. She doesn't know I'm doing coke. We go to a steakhouse. We start having a wine. I'm fucking having a great time. And at the point when I start yelling out crazy shit like, I could fight a cougar.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's when I take a Xanax.
That's a perfect day.
Xanax, and they go, sir, your car's here. And I get in the car, and we're driving over the hills. We're driving over Mulholland, and everything's starting to fade away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, do you want to watch the new Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon TV show?
And then you're like,
I go to sleep listening to a podcast.
dude, you killed it. Anytime there's anything like this involving drugs and alcohol, you always do a good job.
I think about it a lot.
Yeah, I think you do too. Because your answers were really well. Like you could tell. You could tell you were like retelling a dream. Where I was like, I don't know.
Maybe I tried so fucking hard.
Yeah. You were like, this is it. All right, we gotta run.
I love you.
Thank you for watching. I love you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave. No scripts, a bit of booze, amateur partology. Dirty jokes, raunchy humor, no apologies. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.